We cross the canal, and on the opposite corner we have the Siemens home Bethel, designed by Jens Christian Kofod. The name suggests that it was a church institution and therefore a dry hotel. I can assure you this is not dry anymore. We turn left towards the open harbor and turn the corner. At the end of the canal we turn right, and soon we are in front of Strand Hotel. Strand means beach, but you can't really see a beach from here. You can swim in the harbor today, but due to safety concerns only in designated areas and not right in front of this hotel. There used to be a lot more traffic here because right in front of it there was the embarkation point for the hydrofoils to Malmö, but since the opening of the bridge these ferries do not sail anymore. We round the corner into Pilskamske, where there's actually two different hotels just across from each other. On the left side we have Best Western. The whole area was designed by Ferdinand Mieldal and developed after they moved out the naval dockyard, which lends to the area a sense of uniformity that's rare in the inner city. It's also the most densely populated ward in the inner city. The hotel on the other side of the street has at its core a piece of history. On the ground floor was the workshop of the very first woman who was admitted to a guild in Denmark. Her name was Karen Elisabeth Hansen, and she was a painter. At the next cross we shift one street to the left, turn right, and we will meet this hotel. It is a bit younger than the preceding three, but in return it was built as a hotel. We proceed to the end of the street, passing en route under the passageway between the old and new scene of the Royal Theatre, and we enter the King's New Square. Across the square we find the venerable and most ancient Hotel d'Angleterre. It is by far the oldest existing hotel in town, but not on this site, and the age of the building is also somewhat of a mystery. The hotel can trace its origin to a hotel founded by the French immigrant Jean Michel and his wife Marie Cobby, thus the French name, but that hotel was placed somewhere else. Unfortunately, the big conflagration in 1795 burned the hotel to the ground, and the then owner, Gottfried Rau, bought a palais on the square instead. The palais can trace its origin back to at least the 1680s, where Chancellor Frederick Ahlefeldt bought the property. Whether or not anything left from that time is still standing is not really easy to figure out, because successive modifications, complete rebuildings, and another fire has changed it quite considerably. The name, however, has followed it all the way. It was named so because not long after Marshall had founded the hotel, the English club moved in and rented some rooms, thus the English name atop of the French. The present facade dates back to the 1870s and was designed by notable architect Wilhelm Dahlerup and Georg Müller, with some parts also added by Ferdinand Mieldal. Much of the building was ravaged by a fire in 1915, after which it was reconstructed by Philip Schmidt and Nikolai Hansen, which also added another floor. And this is generally how it came to the present look, although it has been renovated several times afterwards. We leave the square along Bredgade. This is the same street that we have already touched with Bebette, but this time we stop our journey at the corner of the Queen Street. Somewhere within this building we have core of another palais, this one founded by Von Plessen, also in the 1680s. Somewhere within this building we have a core of another palais, this one founded by Von Plessen, also in the 1680s. The first incarnation of Hotel Phoenix survived until World War II, when the German occupation left the hotel in tatters, and it was, rather than being reopened as a hotel, turned into a newspaper edition room and printing shop. When the newspaper went belly up, it was for a while used as a normal office building until it has now resurrected as a hotel, with the title actually being more appropriate than it was in the first place. We backtrack to the square and turn right along Gothersgade and follow this street all the way to its end.